Well, it was 2 weeks ago, John, I came on here and said that I thought it was time for Rishi to go, and partly because he wasn't good at politics. And
here we have Tim Montgomery, the co-founder of the shadowy think tank Centre for Social Justice. It's the one that thinks it's a good idea to put the retirement age up to 75. Anyway, here he is talking about Sunak's appalling grasp on politics, and in particular a misguided attack ad that centred in on the London Mayor Sadiq Khan.
Part of the reason why I came to that conclusion is it's not just about Rishi, it's about the operation he's presiding over, or is allowed to preside over. And we've had this controversy in the last 24 hours with this ridiculous ad about London, which some of the listeners may not have seen, but it's very sort of spooky, very dark. It's sort of very Trumpian, actually, in its sort of catastrophe in Britain sort of... It's got this weird American voiceover.
Yes.
And they've had to withdraw it today because there's a scene of Penn Station in New York rather than in London.
People running around in Penn Station in a panic.
Here is that advert.
London, a city steeped in history. But tonight, its ancient streets bear witness to a different tale. A tale not of kings and queens, but of crime and desperation. It is a city now run by the Labour Party. Its police answer to them. It is a blueprint for how Labour intend to run the rest of the country, if you let them. In the depths of these narrow passageways tread squads of ULEZ enforcers dressed in black, faces covered with masks, terrorizing communities at the beck and call of their Labour mayor master, who's implemented attacks on driving, forcing people to stay inside or go underground. Gripped by the tendrils of rising crime, London citizens stay inside. The streets are quiet. Quieter at night now than they used to be. A 54% increase in knife crime since the Labour mayor seized power has the metropolis teetering on the brink of chaos. And in the chaos, people seek a desperate reprieve, egged on by the Labour mayor who wants to decriminalize the use of illegal drugs. London's drug death rate is at a record high. But this isn't just London. Where Labour are in charge, crime goes up and justice goes down. For people living life under Labour, like the citizens of London, the scales of justice remain tipped in favour of the darkness, leaving them to navigate the shadows alone.
It has echoes of 1950s Cold War paranoia adverts. Whatever your experience of London, the tone presented here, black and white, deserted streets, etc., is definitely at odds with reality. Above all, it misses the mark. Audiences are just too sophisticated for this type of yesteryear propaganda.
Now, Rachel has a theory that maybe they wanted it to be so controversial that we would talk about it, because if you have a vanilla ad, and I kind of accept that.
And we are talking about it.
And we are talking about it. But I think Tory MPs it's just another example, and there's there's two or three almost every week of this operation just not functioning at a basic level.
Click here for an episode of Think Tank Watch.